Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Trust, and today I got a pretty funny story for you guys, so make sure you stick around till the end of this video. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the story. So starting off, the story took place in 9th grade year, and I had originally forgot about the story until about a couple weeks. How I actually remembered this story was, I was sitting in study hall like a week ago, or a week or two ago, and usually, the charter school I go to in study hall, there's usually Wi-Fi, and you can usually just sit in there and watch YouTube and kind of just, do your own thing. There will be some kids studying in there, and there will be some kids who kind of just sitting on social media and watching YouTube. So usually it's pretty chill, and everyone kind of just does their own thing. And for some reason, this one week I go, the Wi-Fi, the public Wi-Fi that they usually have, had blocked off YouTube. So I go to sit down. I would have downloaded a VPN so I could watch YouTube if I had known that they would have blocked off YouTube. But for some reason, their Wi-Fi decided randomly out of nowhere one week just to block off YouTube. Probably some kid got in trouble for no reason for just watching YouTube in study hall or something stupid like that. So they blocked off YouTube. I'm sitting in study hall. I'm bored as hell. And, I'm just scrolling through Instagram, just seeing like random posts. And I have the great idea. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go look through all my old Instagram DMs. And so, I'm sitting there for like the next hour and a half. I'm just going through my old Instagram DMs, and I came across this one story that I had actually told this one girl, Maya, that I was talking to back in 9th grade year, that I had completely forgotten about. So today, that's the story I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. So this story took place back in 9th grade year, and back in 9th grade year, I started doing football, and I thought it would be a lot of fun. I just wanted to do it. I thought it would be a cool experience to have, right? Well, guess what? I was wrong. Football was terrible. Worst decision of my fucking life, by the way. I should have never signed up in the first place. Like, don't sign up for football in 9th grade year if you've never done football before in your life, because you'll have no clue what you're doing. You'll have no clue what plays they're talking about. You'll have no clue what... It will be like trying to go... it will be like taking a plane to China and not having a phone or knowing how to speak Chinese. Like, that's how bad it was. So I signed up, and the practice had already started over the summer, so I'm a little bit late to the team. So it's like Monday. It's the first day of practice. And me and my mom were just signing everything, and I didn't know where to go. So I go into the coach's office. I'm like, hey, where am I supposed to go for practice? And the coach is like, what's your name? I'm like, my name is blah blah blah, and I just told him my name, and he's like, who are you? I'm like, oh, I'm the homeschooler that joined the team. He's like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. And he just told me to stick with this one kid, Brendan. He was like, yo, stick with this kid. He'll show you around and where to go and everything. And so we go to the locker rooms because we were supposed to put all our shit in there before we went to to the field or to the playroom, right? So we get to the locker room, and the coach had given me a lock, and I did not know how to use this lock. It was like a weird looking one. If you played football before, you probably know what I'm talking about. I didn't know how to use it or anything. And it was like one of those like old-fashioned ones. I've seen them in like TV shows and everything, but I didn't know how to use it because I'm stupid and I've never used one of those before. So it's taken me forever to try to figure out this lock, and I didn't want to ask this kid Brendan out because he looked like the pretty quiet kid. He pretty much looked like he didn't want to fucking talk to me in the first place. So I didn't want to ask him for help. So I'm sitting in there trying to figure this lock out, and he just I look around for like 1 second. I'm just trying to figure this out, and like the next 5 minutes pass by, and I'm still trying to figure this out, and he's not. I look around for a second just to make sure he's there, and this kid is just straight gone. He's not anywhere seen in the room or anything. He's just dipped. Like I don't think he did it on purpose, but like he just fucking ditched me. And so I'm sitting there trying to figure out this lock. Luckily, a couple players came in the room, and I was like, hey, do you guys know how to work this lock? I don't know how to use it. And a couple of them came in the room. They're like, yeah, we got you. And they showed me how to use it. Shout out to those players that were nice to me, that fucking taught me how to use that. I close up the locker, and I leave. And there was like 2 other kids left in like the room, and I didn't want to just like straight up follow them. Like I didn't really know where I was going, and I didn't want to just like walk behind them, just like pretending like I knew where to go, because they could be going some random place, and I wouldn't have known where to go. Instead of just following the players, which is what I probably should have done, I waited a couple more minutes. locker room, went to the restroom, and then I went back out, and no players were anywhere to be seen. So I walked back to the coach's locker room, which is the only place I knew how to find at this school, because I'd never been to this school in my life, and it was just a public school in the area by my house, because I do like a online school and like a charter school once a week. So pretty much I have no clue where I'm fucking going. I go back to the coach's room I'm supposed to be, and there's no coaches in the room. It's just like a 17-year-old kid. He looked like he was like the coach's son or something. And I was like, I have no clue where to go. And he was like, oh, I'll try to figure out where the 9th graders are. And so me and him just walk around for a good 15 minutes. We open like 2 or 3 different rooms. We don't find anyone. And like another 5 minutes passes by. We finally find where everyone was. Luckily, we arrived like right as everyone else was arriving at the room. So I got pretty lucky that I didn't show up late with a fucking dude. Just not like I got pretty lucky. So I show up late. I'm pretty stressed out. I'm really out of place because I didn't know anyone on this team at this point. At this moment in time, I was really out of place. I didn't know anyone on the team. I looked like that one fucking kid that had no friends and that was just a straight fucking loser. So that really sucked. And so we just go on with the day. We went to work out after that. We went to work out in the school gym after that, and then we went on the football field. And the coach had told my mom, he was like, hey, we usually get off. The kids will usually get out at like 5:30 or 6. And so my mom thought the practice would end at 5:30, right? Nope. The practice was terrible. Get me not. It was legit 5 hours of hell, my guy. So we went out on the field, and I legit had no clue what I was doing. Like the coach was like, yo, go with whatever type of people you play with. Well, I said wide receiver, but I had never played any position because I had never played on an actual tackle football team before. So I thought wide receiver would just be the easiest, but wide receiver actually kind of sucked, We just ran some routes and shit like that, and I didn't know how to do it. Luckily, I just pretended like I knew how to do it, even though I had no fucking clue. I probably looked like a fucking like dolphin trying to walk on land. Like, it was terrible. So that all happens. Practice ends up lasting till like 6:45, and then right as practice ends, we have to all huddle up and like talk about the practice and what we need to work on better. So we all end up huddling up, and so that takes like a good 15 minutes. And so by then it's 7 o'clock, and coach had said to me at the end of practice, he was like, hey, come get your pads right after practice, and we'll give those to you. And practice ends at like 7. I get out of all my sweaty clothes. I get into some like newer, nice like cleaner clothes, and then I go to the coach's room. It takes him like a good 15 minutes because he was in the middle of talking to someone. So I just fucking waited till he was done talking to someone. And then once he was done talking to someone, he got me the pads, and I had to wait because one other kid had just joined the team, I guess. So I had to wait a couple minutes. So he got that kid his pads first, and then he got me my pads. So it took like 30-45 minutes. It was a pretty big pain. And so right after that 20-minute wait, I had to go back to my locker, put my pads in my locker, and go through this whole long ordeal that I didn't want to go through. And so I get out of practice. It's like 7:30, get me not. And the coach had told my mom the practice that would end at like 5:30. So I walk out of practice. I'm tired of shit. I'm grumpy. I just want to go home and eat at this point. I had a long day. The practice was terrible. I walk out of the school. I'm ready just to, see my dad or mom's car. I figured like the coaches or someone on the team had texted them telling them that the practice had ended late. But nope, no one on the team told them the practice ended late. Not one person. So, in turn, I look around. I don't see my dad or mom's car anywhere. Another 15 minutes pass by. I see my dad's car pull into the school. He didn't see me. He goes, and then I see his car go park by the football field. So I walk over to the football field. And I go to my dad's car. My dad's not there. I sit on my dad's car for 15 minutes. He walks back to his car. I was like, where have you been? We've been looking for you. He pretty much just starts like getting pissed off at me for no reason, which I can understand his frustration. My mom had to wait there for 30 minutes because she thought practice was going to end at 5:30 or 6 like the coach had told her, and it didn't end till 7:30. Like, that was crazy. So my mom was pretty salty about it, but my dad had to come pick me up, and he had a long day at work before this, so he was pretty pissed off that he had to come pick me up and that the coaches hadn't sent out an email. So he's pissed off already because he had been waiting there for like 30-45 minutes already. So he's pretty pissed off about it. Get me not. He's like, where have you been? We've been looking for you. Why were you just sitting in there talking? And I didn't talk to anyone, get me not. It wasn't my fault that practice took fucking 5 hours. I was tired as hell. I was grumpy. And so I just take it. I don't say anything. I just get in the car. I'm like, I'm pissed. I'm pretty salty and grumpy. Like, I was tired. He was like, how'd practice go? And he was pretty mad. Like, you could hear the anger in his voice. And I was like, it went good. I just said good because I was really tired and grumpy. And then he's like, were all the people on the team nice to you? I was like, yup. I was just really tired, get me not. So, he just keeps ranting on me. He's like, your mom came here at 5:30 like the coaches said. The practice ended at 6:45, and then and then I was waiting for you because your mom had to go to volleyball practice. And he's just bitching at me for getting out late, even though it wasn't my fault by any means. I had to get my pads, and I had to, put all my stuff, and I got out as quick as possible. So it really wasn't my fault by any means. So he's getting just really pissed off at me. And we're at a red light, and it's about to turn green. And my dad just keeps ranting about it to me, and I'm like, it's not my fault. I didn't ask to get out late. And I looked at him, I was like, I didn't ask you to pick me up. Cause like my house is like a good 25 minutes. It's like a 25-minute walk. That might sound pretty long, like a pretty long walk, but that's not that far for a walk from the school to my house. So, I was like, I didn't ask you to pick me up. And, I'm grumpy. I didn't mean it at all. I was kind of salty that he was just ranting at me for no reason. And I've had a long day. He had a long day. And he's like, get out. And we're in his car, right? I'm like, okay, fine. I don't care. I didn't need you to pick me up. And so I just get out of his car. And, his car drives away. And, I just flip his car off. And I just got out of his car, and I was like, did that seriously just happen? And I just burst into laughter immediately. I was like, no way that actually just happened. And it was pretty funny. And until this day, it was pretty funny. So I'm just walking home, and where I got out of his car was at a Redbug Park. So it was that park was 10 minutes from my house. So it was an easy just 10-minute walk back to my house. So I'm walking back. I'm like a good 7-minute walk from my house. And I see my mom's car pull up to me, and she's like, get in. So I get in her car, and she's like, I'm so sorry your dad did that to you. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I really don't care. honestly was not mad at my dad, but I really was not mad at my dad at all. I just kind of thought it was funny. And my mom was like, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. And I'm like, don't worry about it. Dad probably just had a long day. I'm really tired. I had a long day. And I'm like, Mom, I can just eat leftovers. You don't need to get me McDonald's, because I was really tired, right? I just wanted to go home and sleep. That's legit all I wanted to do. So my mom gets me McDonald's. I go back. We get home. Just got home, ate some McDonald's. Just enjoyed the rest of my day. It was really nice. I took a nice shower. I felt just very clean. But yeah, that's pretty much the story, guys. I hope you did enjoy. The stories are an extremely long one, but yeah, it's one of those stories that's pretty funny to me. I guess the moral of the story is don't get mad at your dad. Don't get pissed off at your mom or dad, no matter how much they're bitching at you. Just be respectful to them. But yeah, the moral of the story also is don't do football. Don't start doing football in 9th grade if you've never played it in your life, because you're probably gonna get fucked if you try to do it. It's not a good decision. So yeah, I hope you learned those 2 lessons from the story. But yeah, guys, that is gonna do it. I hope you did enjoy. I want to thank you guys so much for the support recently. We've been doing really good, and every night when I go to bed, I get a couple nice messages from you guys saying keep the good work up. I'm always asking you guys whenever I'm promoting my channel. I'm always asking you guys anything I should do better during my videos, anything I should work on, any gameplay ideas you guys want me to do, any games, just anything better I should do with my videos at all. Make sure to comment that down below. Yeah, but with all that being said, it has been your boy Trust. Peace out.